Hey, friends. Oh, boy, we got a big one. Look, I'm so glad that you could join us for this. The Vendor List, it's a brand new podcast, wedding vendors only. It is not going to be brides and grooms on here. This is vendors only, spilling the wedding tea, and I'm doing that with one of my favorite vendors of all time. She's a photographer. She kicks ass. She's fun to work with. She'll beat you up in Call of Duty, or really pretty much any other video game as well. Jessica Nazarova. What's going on, girl?
Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
That was a fun episode. We've already taped one, and it was just like, that moved really fast.
It moved so fast. It was like 100 miles an hour through some really fun topics. But we had Ricky on, and she was so much fun to talk to.
Ricky Lee Mayers, she did an awesome job. She's a coordinator. So we had a coordinator, we have a photographer, and you'll find out why we are no longer referring to me as a DJ anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm out. I am out. But yeah, I think moving forward, we'll slow things down because in this episode that you'll see coming up here, I mean, we talked on my dire hatred of videographers, and then you guys stood up for them.
Yep. We
talked about managing your schedule and how it's impossible to stay in a relationship. Well, you two have figured it out. I don't know how to do it as a wedding vendor. And then we also talked about, should you tip? Mm-hmm. Should our couples tip? Because we get to ask that question a lot, but nobody talks about it.
Yeah, juicy topics.
It was good. I had a lot of fun doing this. And then we also asked Ricky a whole bunch of like horror stories. What's worked with you? What hasn't? She had a couple things go viral. And so we wanted to get some social media tips and all that. It was a big thing, but like, wow, that was a lot to pack in 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
So next week, after on the next episode that we do, I think we'll slow it down a little bit. And I want to talk to you about drunken guests and how you as a photographer really like corral all of these, because I see it. Like sometimes those groomsmen, like they hit on you, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, your wedding guests can be a lot on the dance floor. And there's a fine line between fun and a little much.
Inappropriate. We'll say it. Yeah, it happens all the time. I told a story on this next episode coming up. The one time that a bridesmaid started making out with me on the dance floor, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like a 12-year-old in the locker bay all of a sudden. Like, oh my God, people are watching. I gotta go. So we did all of that. But what can you expect as a listener of this show? What can our listeners expect from this every time they tune in?
I think a fun insider perspective. You and I have both been doing this for many years. Yeah, an insider perspective, and also I think some really good tips that you're probably not hearing on some of these like planning podcasts and things like that on how to really maximize the fun on your wedding day, how to enjoy the wedding day the most and get the best out of your vendors.
Do you have to spend a crap ton of money in order to have an awesome wedding?
Definitely not. Yeah,
see, this is why I really want y'all to learn from this. Like, we have things that we can show you. Not that we know everything, by the way. I want to learn a lot. I can't wait. I learned a lot from Ricky. Like, I want to learn from all the vendors that are going to come on here. We're going to have videographers. I got a caterer in line. Mm-hmm. I want to hear about what they expect from the DJ. Should the DJ call the tables during the catering? I think, quite personally, I don't mind it, but do you have an opinion on that? Because we talk about this in the upcoming episode and how some DJs are just cringe in the way they do it.
An opinion on if DJs should call tables?
Yeah. Do you, if in your wedding, I don't want to say what you did for your wedding, but I'm going to ask you what you did for your wedding. Did you do a buffet?
No. My wedding was over 12 years ago, so it was before, like Pinterest and like making sure everything looked amazing.
Okay.
I got off easy. No, we did not do a buffet. But
do you have thoughts on people who do have the... Let me ask it this way. Some people find that it is not as classy to have a DJ constantly on the microphone. Table 3, go ahead and hit the buffet. Table 3. Some people don't care. I don't care. If you want me to do it, I'm happy to do it. It's your wedding. You ever had that thought?
I love a DJ that's a good MC. So for me, I think by the time the dinner is served, you've heard from this DJ multiple times on introductions and having you seated and during cocktail hour taking song requests. So a good DJ can seamlessly integrate into dinner and, you do a great job. The wedding we just did together, you do a great job of chatting with tables, getting them to their, to get food and keeping things moving along. So
thank you.
I think a good DJ is also a good MC. And yeah,
a good DJ calls himself a producer.
There you go.
Not a DJ anymore. I'm over it. Yeah. No, I actually do think it's a little bit frustrating for table 15 and a 15-table wedding to constantly be reminded that they're not even close.
I see.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing, because I've noticed, like...
That makes sense.
Man, every single time they ask me to call tables, the last table, when it gets to them, I've actually experimented with this because it's just like things that nobody else will know, but I'm trying new, like a comedian telling a new joke every night. I want to see, or telling a joke a different way each night, trying to see which way is the best way to tell it. Like, no matter how I deliver that last table announcement, every single time it's the same reaction, which, what do you think it is?
Finally.
Every time they just erupt with this, like, Jesus, everyone's eating. We're good. It's like ridiculous energy.
Tables 1 through 5 are done.
Yeah, table 1 through 7 are done.
Yeah.
We're on table 15. Go ahead. Thank you for your patience. Finally. You know, it's just like, there's really no way to do that where they're just like sitting on table 4 and they're just like, oh my God, we're not even close. So that is something that we talk about, but there are ways to do it. And there are ways to get around drunken guests. I'm sure that you'll drop on us next episode that we do. Because I've seen a photographer handle that poorly.
Yeah.
We'll say. You know what that looks like? We'll leave you with this. Folks, we just wanted to come on and do a quick introductory episode of like, this is what you can expect. It's not going to be the floral trends of the month. There are tons of places that you can go to get that. We have nothing but respect for bridal podcasts, for all the weddings, all the blogs. My dog's going crazy right now because he's so excited for all of those places that you can go to get information, right? But for this, what you can absolutely expect is just behind the scenes nuggets that you're not going to get anywhere else. It's basically when the vendors go to dinner at the wedding, what gets said at the table while all the guests are out there having their conversations. It's like, yo, did you see that girl with like the multicolored dress with like the flags on it?
Yeah.
Like there are so many different little things that we see, and I can't wait to talk to you about them, but not in a way that's like tearing people down. We want to build people up. So with that being said, why don't we at least let you know, because I'm not huge on introductions and like, oh, this is who we are, but you should know where this information is coming from. My name is Adam Carluccio. I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've got a background in radio, in production, in, I used to be the board op and the producer for national radio shows, 130 stations live. And, so I'm the guy pressing all the buttons. When I go to do weddings, I'm not bringing any turntables. I'm bringing the ability to run a smooth, fun show for all my clients and guests so that they have a blast. I'm in the background, and my brides and grooms are the star of the night. That's how I kind of separate myself from all the other DJs out there who sit there trying to make it about them, and it's just like, I see it and it's cringy. I don't want that to happen. I hope you can learn something from this, and I'm just so grateful for your time. You will not have time wasted on this show. We really recognize that for 45 minutes for you to sit down and give us that time, like that's huge, especially now in 2022, almost 2023. It's a lot. So for us to do that, for you to do that for us, like we're really going to kill it for you and put together a good show. I'm excited to do it. Jessica Nazarova, what is your background? Tell these people why you are the badass that you are.
So I'm Jessica. I have been doing this I'm about to finish my 9th wedding season. So next year is going to be year 10 of weddings full time. And my biggest passion other than people is just having a lot of fun on the wedding day. So that's kind of my angle where I come from it, helping you plan at least the photography aspect of how to get the most fun out of your wedding day, how to be there with your guests, see your friends and family, especially after COVID. That's more of a priority than ever. Couples want to be in cocktail hour. They want to be with their guests, spending time with everyone. And that's definitely kind of where I'm at as well. So fun, people, yeah.
You said something right before we hit record where it was just like, these are the types of couples that hire me. Mm-hmm. What types? Blank is the type of couple that hires me. Go ahead and say it.
Fun, colorful, and excitable. Yeah, so fun is the word I look for. Whenever I chat with my couples and I'm asking you, like, what's the vibe on your wedding day? What are you hoping to feel? If I don't hear fun, little red flags are going off. So I'm all about you enjoying your wedding day, guest enjoyment. That's number one to me is the entire planning process and the wedding day to just be fun as hell.
You're the best. I can't wait to do this show with you.
I know. I'm so excited.
This is like it's a dream come true because it's guys and girls out there. Listen, I've been toying this idea around for a long time, like almost a year here, where I realized, like, man, really have some good information that I could share with people. But I can't do it unless I have a co-host who gets it.
Yeah.
She gets it, folks.
We've been friends for a few years now, too, and just have a...
Except I don't know your name, apparently.
I know. It's fine. Nobody says my last name correctly.
Nazarova.
Don't feel bad.
Nazarova. Nazarova. If you go on my Instagram, I'm like, you guys got to check out Jessica Nazarova. She's the best. I found out yesterday while calling her voicemail. Nope, I've been saying it wrong for 2 years.
That's all right.
I love working with you, and I can't wait to do this.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
Strap it on, folks. It's coming. All right? Big things. Next episode up is Ricky Lee Mares. She is a really fun coordinator. Like I said, she's had a few things go viral. She's been doing this for a year and a half, and she's already booked up completely. So if you want to learn how you can do that too as a vendor, or if you want to learn what an awesome coordinator does, definitely check out next episode. We're going to do this every week. Thursdays is when we'll drop them.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
See you, friends. Get out of here. Go listen to the next episode. It's a good one. Talk to you soon.